I want to bring up
passion, art, joy. I don't know where you go.
I want to bring up my disdain for the actual words "raise your prices." When I hear it, I actually feel
It's like peace,
sick.
Love, laugh.
It's live, laugh, love. It's the live, laugh, love of the hairdresser community. It gives me this like,
and everyone feels so fuck yeah, like they're in a soccer game. Raise your prices, but no one does shit.
It's that turn.
Yeah,
there's something about.
RIP.
There's something about it that just is so. The words are right. You got to raise your prices. Like that part.
Inflation is real.
Yeah, the words are correct. But for some reason, I know every hairdresser can relate to this. There's something about it that is just so oversimplified. It's like, yeah, but raise your prices, and then people are like,
good. It's like,
yeah.
I'm trying to think of.
It's the live, laugh, love of our.
It really is
of our community.
We're done with it. We're done with it. And I think my other favorite is I don't do this for the money.
Oh,
you're so good.
It's just do it for the art and the passion.
Let's do it for the art and the passion.
There are some hairdressers out there that do this.
I don't want to raise my prices. I like my prices, and I just do it for the love of my clients.
In the same breath, they're not making any money, and they want to know how to make more money.
Yeah.
It's like, it is so bizarre where the hairdressers are so interesting. They want to make more money without charging more money.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
They think the salon should give it to them. I would like 75% commission, please. Thanks.
And their reasons are like, because I'm busy.
Because you're stealing from me.
Oh, that's my favorite. Everyone's stealing. Well, guys, you live in a capitalist society and you're in the matrix. Like, yeah, you're being stolen from at all moments, every second.
We got to learn how to play the game.
Yeah. And so the whole raise your prices thing, like we promise to come up with new verbiage because I can't say it anymore. But living off of the fumes of passion really seemed to be a hairdresser thing.
Yeah.
I don't do it for the money. It's such a bullshit version of pretending that you're better than all the other hairdressers out there that are trying to make cash.
Yeah.
And when I think of I don't do it for the money, there's a group of hairdressers who think they're the Vidal Sassoon of our time.
Yeah.
There's so many of them. And they talk like they're artists and they're a philosopher. And they do hair.
Yeah.
And it's like, we don't have to take this so seriously.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can be really fucking good at it.
You should take yourself seriously.
Yeah.
But again, once it starts to turn into like ego mania, it's like, and
they're like cutting hair and like
my favorite,
people are throwing their clothes on stage at them and like it's become like rock star status. Like, what is happening? Have you ever been to a hair show? That's what it's like.
Well, we haven't even done an episode of a hair show. That would be a wild episode. But like the people that will say they don't do it for the money are the ones making all the money. They're like, I don't do it for the money.
Yeah.
Even though when they did that interview, they just got cut a check to say, I don't do it for the money.
Yeah.
It's such bullshit. And
then they're teaching the hairdressers that are starting to build
to not charge.
Because they're like, I want to be passionate like that. But they're passionate because they're making bukus amounts of money.
It is a lot easier to be passionate when you are wealthy.
Yeah.
If you want to...
I am passionate about my career, but I'm also in it for the money.
I'm passionate about money. I like money. I like money. I want money.
I don't know why people are so ashamed to say that. Because no one gets like...
Mama trauma.
A check and goes, ugh.
I think people do. We did a class. Remember we taught a class?
That's true.
She
wasn't checked.
Where were we? Were we in Chicago?
I don't think so.
I don't know where we were, but we were teaching a class and this hairdresser, really cool girl, said, we were talking about money beliefs. And she was like, I don't cash any of my checks. She opened her drawer. We were at the salon. She opens the drawer and all the checks from her boss are sitting there for the past 6 months.
Yeah.
She was living off her tips. And she's like, I just don't cash it. Like, she goes, money feels icky to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, first of all, please tell your boss when you're going to cash those.
But she was also struggling and suffering.
Yeah, she like didn't have enough money. I'm like, it's sitting in
pay bill. It was literally right there.
And it comes from this way that hairdressers treat each other. That how to be a 6-figure hairdresser, how to be a 6-figure hairdresser, how to be a It's like, first of all, stop settling for 6 figures. Hairdressers make tons of money if you open salons and you run businesses properly.
Yeah, we are a multi-billion-dollar industry. There's plenty of room.
There's plenty of money. There's plenty of room. But we do this thing where we're like, how to make 6 figures, but like, don't. But then when you start making money, they're like, that's ridiculous. I can't believe they charge that. We do it to each other where there's like infighting in the hairdresser community. It is fucking bizarre. And if you all want to know why white straight men have taken over the hair industry, it's because they're treating it just like any other business. They're not treating it.
They're not even artists or in the hair.
No.
Like a lot of them. Like
every time.
That's why salons get run like restaurants or corporations.
When you go to a hair show, who's on the poster?
Men.
Yeah, always white straight men. And for some reason, everyone's the industry that we're in is gay as hell and female as hell.
Yeah.
And yet we put all these straight guys up there.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, it's kind of gross.
It also, I think it's gross too because we're idolizing the idea of something.
Yeah.
We're not understanding, one, the work that might go through of it or the distance in time of like how long they've invested in their career, what they did to get to that point. Mm-hmm. And so I think there's this like, especially because social media, so you feel like you can just fast track right to that.
Yeah.
But that person did go through the steps of, I'm going to increase the cost
my wages.
of my time. Okay. And and it took time. And so it cracks me up when I see someone, it's like, you have all this opportunity. And the whole point of growing in a business, I love my clients too, but also you have to level up.
Yeah.
And sometimes they can't go with you, and that's okay. And we were talking about another episode this year of like, you break your hand, they don't care about you so much anymore.
Break your hand. Everyone do this at home. Break your hand right now.
Just
and
break
then
it.
Tell me which clients come and still give you money, and tell me what product companies come to the rescue, and tell me all the people that come to your rescue.
Yeah.
And when you call me and you tell me no one,
yeah,
then hopefully hairdressers will learn I need to make more money.
Yeah. I mean, when you really look back at your career and you think about all those moments that you emotionally discounted because of passion, or maybe the person was bringing their money woes, which is so toxic to you.
You know how people emotionally discount because people complain about their income?
Mm-hmm.
All of my emotional discounting was because I was scared of the person.
Mm.
Did you do that, or did you do?
No.
What do you do?
I would do it because their money. They would complain about their financial situation.
Interesting.
And it took years. When I became an educator, it took me I finally like something clicked, and I'm like, can they not afford me, or are they just bad with money?
Right.
And
are they lying?
Or maybe they're not even lying. I think they're venting, and that's a serious problem that they're having right now. But I had to switch my consciousness to be like, they are sitting in my chair because they want to get their hair done by me. And if they don't like what I cost, then they shouldn't be sitting in my chair.
I think I never emotionally discounted people that complain about money because I find it to be completely atrocious.
Yeah. It feels manipulative.
It
is. Yeah.
But I also I used to work in Naples, Florida, which Naples is pretty wealthy, and my clients would complain about money but they would go and get in their Beamer to go pick up their kid from horseback riding lessons.
Exactly.
So it's like, go fuck yourself.
I literally had a client that would get in her Mercedes and be like, I'm going shopping with my friends because you made me feel so beautiful. And I was like,
and she just complained about her fucking income.
Yeah, and I was cutting her services in half. And I think I think we've all had that moment where it feels shitty. It feels yucky.
But so when people would complain about money, in my mind, I'm like, I hope you brought your checkbook.
Yeah.
Hope you got a credit card, because I'm charging you a lot of money.
Yeah. It also got to the point where as I got more confident within myself and my self-worth and self-love, which is another live, laugh, love moment. But I can't think of anything else right now because we've been talking all day. But it got to this point where I remember saying to a client, because she had started to complain, and I'd say,
Shut up.
No, I said, if you're having money issues, I'm going to stop this right now because this isn't fair. Like I don't feel right charging you for this when you're struggling so badly. And she was like, "Oh no, I have the money for this."
Right. So a lot of it is us.
But I had to call it out.
But a lot of it is us.
It's us
saying, "Oh, they're talking to me."
Yeah. And first off,
and they're just talking.
How vain. It's not about you, boo. We make it all about us. Like, well, they're talking to me. No, I think they truly are. I mean, what do people do in the chair? They vent. And
yeah.
I mean, hello. Everyone is constantly complaining about money, even if you have it.
I never talk about money.
You are right now.
But I never talk about I don't think I've ever sat with someone and said, I gotta figure out how to, I've never done, even when I needed to make more money, I never, it was so private to me.
Yeah, it was a personal adventure.
So when an adult.
Personal, painful adventure.
So like when an adult, I will talk about money after the fact of something, but like when an adult would sit in my chair and talk to me about their financial problems, it's like.
And then tell you everything they bought. Yeah.
Yeah, like. Why are you? And I started hair really young. So like 17, I have, this 50-year-old telling me about, how they don't have enough money to do this. And it's like, why are you telling me?
Yeah.
Maybe I was just raised by Germans.
We've also talked.
You don't talk about money.
We've also talked about it like in past episodes of just like also when we emotionally discount, when we've been in the industry, let's say for 10 years, and we have invested thousands upon dollars of just for education. And we've elevated technically our resume, and our craft has been elevated, and we are at this really awesome level, right? Like you are beyond what you were when you charged $40 for a haircut. Right now you're charging $100 for a haircut. And then we emotionally discount. It takes away from our community of another hairdresser in the community that is charging $40 and growing. Because why would you spend $40 and get someone that's growing and learning when you could have the top of the top for $40?
Right.
And first off, one, you should be making your full rate.
Right.
And two, you're taking away from that person that is trying to grow and build their wealth.
I think, your wife is a doctor, and we have friends that are doctors, and they don't discount services for clients, but if they want to give back, then they take the money they're making
and invest it.
And then they take the money they're making and they'll go donate their time or they'll do something. But like the only reason they can do that is because they're charging
it's because they're
a lot
making
of money. So like hairdressers don't get that formula. And
like if you really want to help someone, you need to make more money so you can give more money.
If you want to be helpful, you need to be wealthy.
Yeah.
You're not going to do much good in the world keeping yourself in poverty.
Yeah.
And the hairdresser world is rampant with people that money's icky to them. And so they don't want to make too much money. It's like, if you could...
You could also make a ton of money and live, I don't want to say a small life, but like...
you can live within your means.
Yeah, you could just because you make more money doesn't mean you need to go out and buy a boat and a house.
I think people think...
You could make $1 million and live off a $50,000 salary and either invest that for generational wealth or invest it into properties or, again, donate it or gift it. Like, you could do powerful things with that.
No, but people think, they're like, if I make more money, it's like, I'm a bad person.
Yeah.
And you can do
If anything, we need more people that are good people to make more money to make good decisions because there's a lot of assholes with a lot of money right now that are not making good decisions.
I think, being a hairdresser, being a sex worker, and there was one other one that I can't remember, but these are the oldest careers in the world, and they're having a really powerful resurgence right now, where they're becoming more respected. You can actually make real money. The world is viewing them differently. We are in like a renaissance for hairdressers.
Yeah.
Hairdressers they can make so
More
much money
than people that I remember a few years ago I was talking with one of my best friends, and she was a first responder at the time. And she's telling me stories of absolutely, I mean, I can't even fathom, like, just horrible.
Medical, like, picking people up and...
Like, on the scene of a crash or, like, just things that you you would imagine in a horror film.
Mm.
And the amount of education that she had to go through and time to study. I mean, my watching my wife go through med school is like, I'm like, her
Well-
face is in a book constantly. And then I'm realizing when she's telling me like, I'm making this much, and as a hairdresser, I was making double.
Right.
And that was
Alarming.
It was alarming because I'm like, if anything, she should be making that. But people invest their money in
Beauty.
beauty.
You gotta look. If you're gonna die, you might as well look good.
Yeah. And, same thing with teachers. Like, I feel like teachers should be making the most in
Right.
the world.
I feel like that's our performative. That's our one performative moment. Teachers are the life source and
Mhm.
lifeblood of this world, and they should be making millions upon millions of dollars.
Live, laugh, laugh.
I just think it's just funny. Like, I do think teachers should make more money. It's just funny that like at some point someone's got to get crazy, and
Yeah.
and
I think they're starting to.
I think hairdressers are on the same boat of like, we want to make more money. It's like, did you not see during the pandemic the people that were like, oh fuck,
Yeah, they were
I
freaking
can't get
out.
my hair done. What we should have done next pandemic, hairdressers need to quadruple their prices.
Mhm.
Oh, you want me to come to your house and do your hair during a pandemic? It's $550 an hour.
Yep.
That's it. Done. That's all you got. I mean, like, and you know
I
what?
like how you said next pandemic. Everyone just had a panic attack.
There will be another one. Don't worry. There will be another one. But I really do think that hairdressers are in a moment.
Mhm.
And if this moment
the ball
will,
is in our court.
yes, and this moment will pass and it will go to a different industry. But right now, hairdressers are you gotta kick it in gear.
Yeah.
All you hairdressers out there that don't want to open a salon because you don't want to be a salon owner, don't open a salon to be a salon owner. Open a salon to be a business person. Open a salon to be an entrepreneur. Open a salon to provide jobs. Open a salon to make more money. Like,
Yeah.
stop. All the hairdressers that I talk to, I would never want to open a salon. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yes, you should. You should
Some people,
open
I'm
spaces.
like, you would be so good at it, and you're holding yourself back from.
All the people that don't want to own salons are the ones that should.
Yeah.
And all the fuckers that
Because
opened
they're-
a salon should probably not have.
Yeah. We
It's
got to flip
just-
the script.
Flip the script. But right now, beautiful time to be a hairdresser. Take advantage of it. If you're not a hairdresser and you want to change careers, it's a great time to change careers. I had a student who hired a client to be their apprentice, and this woman, I think she was a lawyer, and she's like, I really just always wanted to do hair, and she quit being a lawyer to do hair, and they asked her if she was afraid of the price difference. She's like, yeah, I can make just as much.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is
That
that bitch is gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah.
I want her to do my hair.
Yeah. Same.